the JK tribe. Alright, so what was one that was voted off? This one. I mean, the layout does kind of, it sucks, that's for sure. I like the interaction though.
I'm not sure that your stream is cut up.
Yeah, it always takes a second.
There we go. Yeah, it's not anything.
I don't know. I like the content, but I just the coasters just feels like it was put there like as a last second type thing. And the surroundings are well done. I kind of like them. These columns, I don't like how it's like square they are. They kind of layout's not very good. I like a lot. Like all these kind of ideas are cool. What's this? That's just some reference. I mean, I don't know. I don't really think that this one is that bad, except for the layout. The architecture is decent enough. I like this one. I mean, tough on the layout. I mean, it's probably top 6 on this map. And then we have Emperor, which this is the one I don't like. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the layout. It just feels really slow, and I don't know. This architecture is just so simple and doesn't really work that well. The landscaping is kind of just meh. I don't know. It's kind of laid out cool because you had this nice sideline except for the fact that you have this giant building in the way, but I don't know.
I think I like this. The coaster is kind of cool addition, but it's such a large coaster on such a small map.
I mean, it's kind of this architecture is kind of a mess. I mean, he has some cool things, it just kind of doesn't really come together that well.
Yeah, I agree. Like that long, some of these longer buildings, like the one over the bridge, that's really weird. I don't like that. I like that orange structure.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. I just not a fan of this layout because this turn just feels so awkward.
Yeah. I don't like the giant. Why is there a giant wall around the prettiest part?
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Whatever. All right. What should we look at next? Let's look at this one. The mess. Is it even going? Yes. It's only one train. What are you doing? What is this? Conqueror.
It's a nice layout.
And I do like the interaction. How like both the launches are like really easily seen. This layout's pretty cool. It's just kind of there's not as much content in this map as all the other ones. I don't think.
Where's the brake run?
Yeah, there's no brakes. God. Everything like here is cool. It's just not that well implemented.
How many times does it make a turn and right turn, right turn, right turn, right turn, right turn,
Oh look, it's
right
just
turn,
a left turn.
left turn, brakes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's just not that much content on this map. But I really like the layout. That's the thing I think this one has. Why I would put this one over the other two, or at least this one, because the layout's really, really strong.
You get a queue line behind the top stand.
That you can't see. Oh, it goes under the waterfall. That's pretty cool. Too bad it's not full. Oh well. Excalibur, what a name. How because this is on Berserk mode. But it's okay. What is in here? Wow. Alright, let's look at this one next. I think this one's pretty obvious who built this. Kind of slightly disappointing because it just feels like kind of a mess. Although his stuff always is kind of a mess. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like he could have done a little bit more. Especially this coaster is so just like, not the focus. It's like this big, massive architecture is the focus, which doesn't really look all that nice. I think all the buildings on the outside look better. And I really like this carousel. Kind of like this maze and this building and these kind of queue buildings. I don't know. coaster just seems really underwhelming compared to the rest.
I kind of like it though. It doesn't take away from it, but I
Yeah.
agree that the centerpiece of architecture is not good enough to be stand on its own.
Does have, I mean, it's kind of amazing how much content he has in this one. He doesn't really use that much space. I mean, a lot of this is just kind of like open, but there's so much stuff in it. Like he uses
Like the
his,
use of the mazes and whatnot.
yeah, he uses his space really efficiently, especially like this flat ride. Like, man, he really just squeezed it in there and doesn't feel forced or anything.
It's something about it just doesn't come together. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, there's so much stuff. It's kind of disappointing because I feel like this is like the perfect contest for this builder, and it kind of doesn't really come together all that great. It's fine.
It's fine. Oh,
What's next? Let's look at this.
I see.
Predator. This one I'm actually not sure at all who made this. Like, I honestly have no idea. Doesn't really feel like one specific style.
This looks like someone who's played with NCS before.
Yeah, that's, yeah. I really like
Layering and whatnot.
these mushrooms with the chess pieces. It's a really cool little combination there. And I mean, all this architecture I think is fine. It just, I don't really know what the direction was. I think the coaster's kind of the weakest part of this map.
Yeah, agreed.
The landscaping is scoop landscaping where everything is like flat.
Scoopscaping.
But I mean, I like this angle where you have like the waterfall with all the crossovers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a terrible layout, it's just kind of underwhelming. I think it would work a lot better like in a normal park than in this kind of thing, where the layout has to be really strong to do well. But what's next? Look at this. This looks. The only thing I don't like about this is it only looks good from like one angle, which is this, because you can see all the stuff a lot better. Best custom design, right? Thanks. Like this row of buildings, like around the water, is really really nice.
I just think this is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean it's really good. It just feels super rushed. Like there's all this open space, and especially the station. It's just like what, like they have like literally ran out of time.
I love it. I love it.
I do like though how he uses the black tile block right there though. That's pretty cool. And all the architecture is really really like unique and interesting. Coaster layout's pretty different too.
Rundown.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
It's just nice. I mean, I feel like there's still like this one. I feel like the most out of all these has like the most missed potential. Like there's a lot more you could do with this that they didn't have time to.
I think the only thing that felt rushed really are like some of the landscapes.
Yeah, the surroundings.
But it's almost makes it easier to focus your attention elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was all, if that was all trees, like there's pretty intense trees around the middle there, and then, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe like some.
Like the trees around the lift hill, where the lift hill and the drop start, and that little spike of land there, kind of don't seem needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, really like this. Love that diagonal tunnel too. There's a lot of really cool stuff here.
I think I should like it better with the brighter colors, but.
Really good layout too. The amount of space. I was really impressed with that.
Let me talk about well, whatever this is. Egypt.
How many coasters is this?
Let's see. Let's see how many coasters this guy put in. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coasters, I think. 5 coasters in a 30 by 30 space. Totally
Talk about
fine.
like it have good layouts, and this one has 5 good layouts.
Yeah, I mean,
None of them really feel like they're too short, which isn't kind of incredible.
This for just like how much content he shoved into this space shuttle, making it look terrible, is pretty awesome.
Yeah, this is pretty. This is an accomplishment to make it. Yeah, agreed. Not look bad.
Especially for building it in such a short time, too. It's obviously they put a lot of effort into this one.
I've definitely spent the most time looking at this one.
I'm not really sure what this. It's like this little thing that the wooden coaster goes under. It's like the diagonal like roof. I don't really know what that is supposed to be, but
yeah, it's one of them.
I like this area of the park though, where you have the entrance. To, what is this? I can't even tell.
Well, that turn around the sunken pyramid.
Ra's Revenge. Yeah, the turn around. Yeah, this area feels really awesome. Like this little shaped path.
It looks so different with scenery being invisible.
Yeah. Okay. Like, I'm interested to see how he built this. Like if he built all the coasters first and then put the scenery down second, or if he kind of just went along, like added coasters. It's really cool. I mean, I really like the interaction that these invert and the GCI, I guess,
The
have.
whole thing is an interaction.
Yeah.
I think it's really disappointing that there's not a 6th coaster. I think they could be room for one more.
Yeah, for sure.
Pick it up next time. Builder of this.
Because they had like a shuttle loop, like from RCTLL.
Yeah, definitely.
What else? Is that,
Maybe a hybrid.
there's only one more. It's actually going really fast. Well, I guess it's only 3 by 30. I like this one the most for sure. Maybe out of the entire contest. Thunderhead. I just feel like there's so much more like, I don't know. It's amazing how much stuff he has in this and how nice it looks for just being a realistic GCI. I mean, this red Steiner is like amazing. I mean, I love this station and how where the entrance is and the queue and the diagonal queue coverings, and the layout's just awesome because there's so many like crossovers and airtime moments, and
The layout's fantastic as well. I mean, look at that turn. Look at that elevated turn over there. Wow.
yeah.
Isn't that other angle?
I mean, the station flyby just seems so natural too. Like, so many times they seem forced, and this one doesn't at all. And I love how he has the bit of the log flume right here. It's just a nice touch. It feels a lot like Rougarou or Rougarou that Shotguns did a couple years ago. But I think the layout's different enough, and the architecture style is very, very different. So
Normally, half-built rides like that would drive me insane, but I think in a map like this where you have extra space but to fill with something, I think it works out well here. But if you sort of like to be, it's like, nah, just build the whole way up, build the rest of it. I don't care. It looks fine in this setting.
yeah, I mean, I really like this one. I probably would say this one would be the winner of the entire contest for me, just because it's amazing how it took like a quote boring realistic concept and really pushed it to like the absolute max and made it like as nice as possible.
Yeah, pretty much realistic NTSL.
I'm really interested to see who made this.
Mavericks was already built, right?
Yeah, I would say Mavericks or RCT2 Day, but both of them already went.
Yeah, the two I thought of, especially Mav.
Yeah, I don't know the full list of people who built. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a totally like random person that nobody would ever have expected to. I just really like this one. Something about it. I know.
Had a little more backstage.
Yeah. I don't expect this one to win though, just because it's realistic and people are like, oh, it's boring. So I do think it'll be top 3, but I don't think it'll win
Yeah,
this map.
I think it's
Just a shame, kind of, 'cause I think it's definitely the
it's
best
that
map.
weird thing where it's like it's perfect, but it's maybe not enough.
Yeah, people just can be like, oh, it's not this exciting, but whatever. I don't know how the finals works, if it's just the top 2 that go against each other, or if it's like the top 3 or whatever. I can't remember how that works, but and Leia's just awesome. Gosh.
I definitely think there's 4 of them here that I could see winning.
I say this track design. It's maybe the best 30x30 coast I've ever seen, to be honest. I mean, as hard as GCIs are, just like to begin with, to make. I mean, I spent like a month trying to make a decent GCI layout for Westwinds twice. I never really got it right, and this is like perfect. I really like this.
Yeah.
I don't know who made this though. Just the annoying part. Alright. We good with this? Anything you want to say?
GCI, I think the Egyptian area, and I think the Asian and the briefly lucid are all. I can see any of those 4 winning. Whereas the rest are clearly not quite as good.
Yeah, this map's kind of weird. Like you have 3 that are. I don't know if I could see this one beating anything from the other map. It's kind of like a similar thing, and it's not quite as good. Yeah, I could see these other, like the GCI and this one winning just because they're separate themselves a lot more from the other map. This one feels like that jeweler. I think there's a jeweler that won the other map. I mean, I would definitely go for that jeweler instead of this. And this is probably, I could see this one totally winning this map. So
I think it's gonna be close. I have no idea.
yeah. Surprised how strong this actually was. I was kind of like not expecting this to be that interesting, but actually just briefly look at the other map.
I'm actually going to get off. I'll talk to you later.
All right. See you, Austin. But this was this Desperado. Yeah, I think Desperado and these 2 are my 2 favorites on this map. I think this one's probably my favorite, even though it's kind of a lot of people didn't really enjoy it that much. I really liked it. It just felt like a really cool uses of custom scenery and stuff. This one's also quite interesting. The layouts are really awesome. It's like the launched die machine, the synchronization, and its architecture, like the use of curved drive, is really cool. It kind of reminds me of like something that an LL builder would build, because everything's stacked. It's kind of like trying to replicate codex texturing. I'm not a very big fan of this one, even though it was really popular. I can't stand the layout, and I think the only thing that are really stand out in this map are the 2 hangars, torpedo bays. The rest just doesn't seem that great at all. I don't usually like snow RCT because they're just so blue. It doesn't really look right to me. And the rest on this were pretty interesting. There's definitely a lot more, I feel like, creativity in this map. But yeah, this was just kind of not really that interesting. Like, it didn't really come together. And then this one, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, it could have been really interesting, but yeah, I will agree with that. Iron Fist is that just seems like they could have done a lot more with the coaster to make it interesting. It's just kind of meh what the coaster is, considering the other stuff in this map. But I really like this coaster, but not necessarily in the smallest space. kind of doesn't really fit. And some of the this way things are placed like this, like the two buildings just seem totally in the wrong spots. Kind of feels a little bit rushed too. I appreciate like the attempts behind it, like the ideas, but it just didn't really come together. Yeah. This is like a window into that floor, I guess it is. This is a pretty cool coaster concept, but the landscaping was just really rushed, and I don't know, the path just felt super not natural and cramped, and you have this fountain here that doesn't really feel like it's doing much. Kind of some of the bits feel a bit random. I don't know why he has all these anime in here, but oh yeah.